Hi, I'm Discipline Dave, and today we're going to work out your traps using only a resistance band. And if you're new to working out, your traps are going to help you with about 90% of your upper body workouts. Now, these muscles are located on the sides of your neck and they go all the way down to the middle portion of your back. These muscles are great for stability in those exercises, and actually what I really like about them is that they make you look more muscular at lower muscle mass levels. If I could go back in time and give myself advice from when I started working out, I would say don't ignore working out your traps, because when I started working out my traps, everything that I wanted to achieve from going to the gym every day started happening. When I would get in front of the mirror, I would see I looked more muscular. My friends and family would come up to me and say, "Hey, have you been working out lately?" And the best thing was I was so much stronger in the gym. I kept plateauing when I kept trying to do bicep curls or the bench press, and I just couldn't get any more stronger. All the exercises where I couldn't improve on my resistance, I was getting so much better at just because I started working out my traps. So working out your traps is going to benefit you for all your exercises. So with that said, this video is a part of a series, the No Attachment Resistance Band playlist. In this playlist, I have all the other body parts that you can work out with your weekly schedule. And with that said, I actually provide a planner at the end of it so you can apply all these exercises, including the one in this video, to your weekly schedule. Also, let's talk for a bit. If you've been watching this channel and you've done more than 3 workouts and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Go ahead and subscribe. And don't do it just for me, do it for yourself. Hitting that subscribe button is your first step in a commitment that you're going to be working out, that you're going to make sure that you get in shape. You're going to go ahead and make some changes. So hit that subscribe button so you know that I am serious about getting results. So now that we're committed and we're ready, let's go ahead and work out.
So in this exercise, we're going to start off with a heavy band. Now, if you want to use the bands that I'm using, they're by Undersun Fitness. I have a link in the description if you want to purchase. So you're going to grab the bands and you're going to step on them just like so. And you're going to create loops on each side. This is the grip that you should have when it comes to this exercise. Now you're going to stand straight up and you're going to squeeze those traps for some upper trap raises. Now you really want to focus on pinching up and away to really target those traps. All right. And you're just going to raise up at that upper portion of your shoulder and your neck. Try not to just lift with your elbows. You really want to feel that contraction by raising only the traps. Up and down and squeeze. It's very important also that you don't just let the band down. You want to control the band. Control the band. Don't let the band control you. Nice and easy. Now we're going to take that same heavy band and apply that same concept to this exercise with a little bit of a twist. Now you're still going to go ahead and make sure that band is flat, but we're just going to put it on one leg this time because we're going to focus on individual traps on each side. So this is an alternate trap raise. So you're going to go ahead and do the same thing but apply it just to one side. Now the key is you want to lift up with your traps. Don't just try to use momentum to roll yourself back. You really want to feel that contraction and just lift up right there with the upper portion of your shoulders, that portion right there on the side of your neck. Pull up and squeeze and pinch that back. Now, as we go to the other side, the one thing I want to make sure that you remember is to hit the super thanks button. If you like the content that you're seeing right now, if you want to support the channel and thank me for the exercises, just hit that super thanks button. I would greatly appreciate it. Now we're just doing the same thing by going to the other leg now, and we're just going to pull up the exact same way. This is really going to help us build bigger traps so we can look more muscular and able to build strength in our upper body. Now with this exercise, we're staying with the heavy band. Gonna go ahead and create that little flat loop there and stand on the bands just like how we did in the first exercise. Now this is going to be a modification of something you may be familiar with. If you're familiar with bent over rows, this is just like that with a modification. You're going to make sure that your back is at about a 45-degree angle, and you're going to keep that planted. And with that said, you're going to squeeze those shoulder blades together, the upper portion, and that way we can target the traps. What you don't want to do is bring those elbows all the way back for a full bent over row. What we want to do is just target those traps. So it's almost like you're doing a bent over row halfway. Just making sure we get to the point where our shoulder blades stop us and we're contracting that middle portion of our back to hit those traps. This is going to be very important to make sure that we get progressive overload right on those traps so we can build them up. So in this exercise, we're going to use an extra light band. So we're going to grab the bands, making sure that they're nice and flat. And then we're going to grip the bands and go ahead and stand on the band just like this, making sure that our feet are close together. Now this is going to be the grip that we're going to use. You want to make sure that those palms are down, those arms are straight, and we're going to raise straight up like this for some trap raises. All right. So the key here is to keep your arms straight, and you want to go all the way up, kind of past that midline. You're going towards the back there, and this is going to really help us develop those traps. So you want to use a light one because it's going to take a lot of strength. So you want to make sure that you're pulling from your traps, feeling that mind muscle connection. You're going back, squeezing, just like this. You want to go up and control it on the way down.
So this is how I would add this workout to your weekly schedule. I would take the videos from the No Attachment Series playlist and apply them this way. I recommend working out 5 days a week with 2 days rest. Make sure you take those 2 days rest. They're very important. On day 1, I want you to work out your biceps and your triceps. On day 2, I want you to work out your chest and your traps. That's right, use this video to work out those traps. On day 3, I want you to work out your shoulders and your back. On day 4, I want you to work out your legs. On day 5, I want you to work out your abs and your forearms. And don't forget to take those 2 days rest. So now that we've worked out our traps, make sure you go ahead and click the playlist so you can work out those other body parts. And also, you've been working out with the Undersun resistance bands for some time now. I recently did an update video on a review, so go ahead and check out that video also.